Hi, everybody, and welcome to another edition of WCM Supplier Showcase. And with me today is Louis Dupont, and he is the plant manager engineer of Hekipia America Incorporated. And we're going to talk a little bit about the products that they offer, specifically a park model RV that they offer, and maybe some tiny homes. I guess, Louis, I wanted to just start a little bit and just talk about the history of Hekipia and kind of how you came to North America. I know we're founded by Hootopia, which owns a number of resorts in Europe and even some here in the US, I guess.
Yeah, exactly. So Hutopia is a big family group. Hutopia is the campsite, as you say, the resort company, and
Yeah.
Hekipia is the tiny house manufacturing company. So
Okay.
Hekipia does manufacture tiny houses and park model RV for Hutopia, but also for some other glamping resorts. And Hutopia started like 25 years ago, and they started in France, and now they have like almost hundreds of different resorts in Europe, and they have six in the US. They will open a new one this summer in Catalina Island near Los Angeles.
Okay.
And Hekipia is a tiny house company that has already sold in the past like 20,000 different tiny houses to Utopia and also to a lot of different other glamping resorts. Utopia is just like 40% of the customers amount of sales of Hekipia.
Yeah.
And Hekipia wanted to share the tiny houses they manufacture and the park model RV in the US too. And so we wanted to start by a park model RV because it's easier, because you don't need a building permits
Hmm.
to build it, to bring it onto a resort, because we do the certification process and the inspections at the warehouse in Pennsylvania where we built them. So we
Yeah.
arrived last year in April, and then we just built the first unit. We made it certified and compliant, ready for the other glamping resorts to buy it.
Yeah, and I guess for viewers who couldn't tell, I think when you speak, we could tell a little bit of that French accent. I guess you guys are based. I guess are based in France, and then you opened up like what you mentioned, North American uh, section here in the last year or two, Whitehall, Pennsylvania, which is a beautiful area to build park models. So and then let's pull up the your website here, and we can show people kind of the product that you guys offer. Now, I know you guys offer the Roulotte. I hopefully I pronounced that correctly. Is that really the only park model RV that you guys have at the moment? I guess.
Yeah, for the moment in the US, so I just arrived in April
Okay.
2023, so it's not even been a year. And my mission here was to open the warehouse, to build the first unit, to make it
Okay.
compliant and certified. So we had a lot of inspectors from the RVIA who came to
Yeah.
certify the units. So now we are sure that we provide the compliant park model RV for the glamping resorts in the US. And in the upcoming years, we will work on manufacturing other tiny house. Like, for example, in France, we do have 17 different models that we offer to the glamping resorts. But
Okay.
for the moment, in the US, this is the first one. This is also the easiest for the resorts to buy because they don't need the building permits. And we basically deliver it. Then you just need to plug the electricity, the water inlets, and the sewage system, and it's ready to be rented, and you can make money of it the same day. So it's very convenient. So that's why decided to start with this one first.
Yeah. And I think when you get on your website here, you have a bunch of information. You're RVIA certified, which is important. For a lot of park operators, they need that certification to some degree. And then I guess kind of explain a little bit about what this unit is made out of. It has a unique curved roof. You have a unique kind of sliding door front entrance, it looks like. But I guess it looks like there's wood on the outside, but you also mentioned like steel and aluminum construction, I guess,
Yeah,
as well.
Yeah, that's correct. So the unit is built on a steel chassis with two axles. The
Hmm.
unit is pretty light regarding other park model. We are like around 12,000 pounds.
Okay.
And the outside is made of Douglas fir wood. So we wanted to keep the natural aspect and be more ecological. So we try to work with sustainable suppliers that provide us the wood. So softwood mainly, Douglas fir. And now this is also one of the missions I'm working right now on. It's finding local suppliers for everything. So American suppliers, ideally in PA or in the surrounding states.
Yeah.
And on the inside, we also have a lot of wood supplies. We try to use less plastic as possible, and the unit is fully equipped. So you already have the mattresses, the fridge, the TV, the two AC units that both provide heating and cooling in the whole accommodation.
Yeah. So here I found the section where you can see inside, so you can kind of see inside the unit. I mean, on the right here, I mean, it looks like a beautiful unit. I guess do they all come with the same kind of layout, or do you offer kind of custom layouts right now?
So we don't provide the decoration, so we don't provide the bed sheets and the towels, of course, but it
Yeah.
can be a package the client can add. But for the layouts, if the client want to do some customization, it's possible. If it's like big orders or special requests, which is not too complicated for us. For example, if the client wants to change the square footage of some rooms, it would be complicated for us. But if it's about adding or removing some equipments, it will be very easy for us.
Okay. And then you mentioned, I think right here too, the price. Well, this is probably the base price, right? 79.9, I guess.
Yeah, so this is the price fully equipped. We the particularity of our company, if we don't have many prices with many options, we just have one price fully equipped. So you get all the equipment in the price. The offer we have also the first year and the upcoming month is a discount because we are brand new in the country. So we understand for the results they don't really know us. They might not trust us a lot. So we might offer to 12% of discounts under certain conditions to find like partners to do some marketing or some communications on the social media. And that's what we are looking for the first years. So it's the ideal moment to buy and invest on the rollout.
Yeah. I guess, what's the manufacturing process look like? Like if I was a park owner and I decided, boy, I really need some of these units in my park, what's the timeline as to how fast I could get a couple units at my park, I guess.
So it depends how many do you order. Of course,
Hmm.
if you order like one or two, it can take 2 months to be delivered. But if it's much more, it can take up to 4 months. So it's pretty fast regarding like the time frame of other manufacturers.
Yeah. So I mean, I guess people, you starting off with the one part model. Obviously, I think you mentioned that you have a whole product catalog, but you wanted to start with this one. I guess what's the timeline look like to maybe introduce other products to the North American market?
So it will depend on how things go with this one. If
Hmm.
we are really busy on this one and if we have a lot of orders, we might focus on this one first. And if people and customers are asking for other models, we want to also listen to them. So we will see in the future, but we might work on another model next year in 2025.
Okay. What I know, I ran into you guys at the Glamping Show Americas last year, and I guess what's been the reaction from the glamping side? I know on the traditional RV park and campground side, we do see a lot of park model interest at the moment. I guess do you see glamping parks also interested in these kind of units?
Yeah, we had a lot of people at the glamping show that came to
Hmm.
visit us. We had 155, I think, people who came to visit. So we had to do like group visits during the glamping show. And then people were from all over the continent. We even had people from Costa Rica, from Mexico, from Canada, but mostly from the US. So then we kept in touch with them. We replied the emails, the phone calls, and we are working and trying to help them on the projects because we can also advise them on how to plan some place for them, some room for them on the resorts. How is the best way to install and to connect them? We provide to each customer a owner guide that explains very well how to set up the park model RV on sites. So it's
Hmm.
very convenient, and we have a lot of different questions about the park model. How does it work? What are the specifications? What are the included equipments? So we are always ready to answer the customers and help them with their questions.
I know you mentioned, so you have the park model, but you also do tiny homes. I know you mentioned the tiny homes are a little bit more burdensome on the permitting and kind of end. I guess, is that something that you might look at producing as well as is tiny homes along with the park models?
Yeah, so the tiny homes are like
Hmm.
another concept because they're like fixed. So we won't build them in the warehouse in
Hmm.
Whitehall. We will deliver kits, and we might have like construction teams on the country that will move to build them. So this is not a project for the moment because in the United States, as you know, is a huge country, so we will
Yeah.
need people all over the place. So we are working on partnerships with other companies to do that. So it might be a project in the future, but if you have projects about it, if you have any any project or any ideas on your results of tiny houses that you would like, we can also work on that. And as I said before, we'll always listen to our customers to see where are we going in the future.
So you have your website at america.hekipia.com, and we will have that information at the end of this interview as well. I guess, is there other ways people can get in contact with you guys to look at these homes and maybe even order some?
Yeah, sure. So there is a contact form on the website
Okay.
that you just mentioned. You can also write to the address sales, SALES, at hekipia.com. This
Okay.
is the main address for the sales and all of the questions that you could have about the unit. We would love to help you. You can also ask us on the social media on TikTok, Facebook, LinkedIn, and Instagram. We would love to help you about it.
Yeah, I mean, it's for me, I've been in the industry for a long time, and it's just amazing to see how the glamping industry specifically is bringing all of these new manufacturers from out of the country. I live in the United States, from over in Europe, they're coming over. So it's exciting to see other companies like Hekipia have success and bring their products over here. So
Thank you so much. Yeah, it's very
yeah,
exciting for us too.
yeah. Well, thank you so much, and thanks for coming on. And everyone have a good rest of the day.